The hardest part about having people stalk you is that people will call you crazy if you talk about it. But because there's this gang that's been stalking me for years and I don't know why, and they just mess with my life and stuff, and they harass me sexually, physically, mentally, in all shapes and forms. But like then you tell people like people are after me. And they do these things covertly. They do them hidden because most people don't like do crimes in the middle of broad daylight. Like if you're gonna rape somebody, you're gonna take them behind a building and rape them. You're not going to rape them in the middle of the fucking Walmart. Like, and I make this, this is actually a great example I just pulled out of my head because one time I was followed home from a dark alley in downtown Plymouth. I was coming home from the freaking Coffee Bean. I was doing some science up there, working on my YouTube channel. I'm making documentaries. A lot of them are in the works right now. Stay tuned, donate, if you hit subscribe. Anyway, I'm just letting you know that's what I was doing at the coffee shop. And then he followed me home from a dark alley. As I was coming home from the coffee shop, he came out of the dark alley, did a bunch of circles around me, and that's when I knew he was after me specifically to intimidate me. And they even targeted me online after the event happened. And I think the screenshots are on my old phone. There was a girl named Nelia Ray. Backwards, it spells alien. That was her username. Anyway, I just want to say the hard part about being stalked is that it's a common symptom of people with schizophrenia. They're like, oh, people are after me, people are after me. So when you tell people, or the police, or your friends or family, what I've been getting a lot is, you're crazy, I don't believe you. But that's a normal symptom of abuse too. When you tell people that you're abused, people go into denial. But like that makes it so much harder for people who are actually being abused to be believed. Because one, you can't solve a crime, you can't stop the abuser unless you believe that the person's being abused. So if no one believes you, you're just going to keep getting abused. And I don't want to keep getting stalked just because people can't comprehend that sometimes the victim is right. And people think, well, just because schizophrenia people or people with paranoia, just because they make the similar claims that people are after me, people with paranoia say shit like that. And I don't have paranoia. I'm not paranoid. I'm chill. I'm fine. I'm fine right now. I mean, I just want to go back to college and get a good job. That's literally the only goal I have. But I'm just saying, like, since it's so similar, like, people just write off, because a common symptom is paranoia, or it looks like paranoia, but then I have to keep screaming louder and it sounds like paranoia. I have to keep saying, hello, people are after me, you're not listening, you're not listening. And then the more that I say it, the more that it sounds like I'm paranoid, but I'm really not. I'm really just trying to find someone who can help me because because people do get followed. People do get stalked. It's some of that shit that you see on the 6 o'clock news where a gang was after a little boy and they kidnapped him, or the gang was after a little girl and they kidnapped him. It's the shit you see on the Detroit 6 o'clock news. Like, and I don't know, there's just some sick weirdos out there, and it just sucks because the worst part is, like, if no one believes you, then how are we going to pursue an investigation, an open-minded investigation, especially these fuckers that are after me. They're advanced, they use black magic, which that's where people usually are like, oh, she's crazy. And I'm just like, no, there's many dimensions to the universe. String theory, basic. Just go watch Gaia. Watch Gaia on astral projection, on astral realms, lucid dreaming, all of this stuff, like consciousness. It's not that crazy. It's not that hard to realize that energy tools exist, energy manipulation. I guess that's what you could call black magic, because these people have performed rituals on me. It's a satanic cult that has been after. It's a satanic gang. It's been gang stalking. They follow me, they harass me, and Teal Swan actually went through something similar, except her satanic abuser was, I think, an individual, and mine is a group. And they've actually hacked my phone one time. So, like, they have hacking too, which I don't know if it could be a government facility since they have advanced technology. I'm not saying it's the government. I know the government does conduct tests and researches like MK Ultra, where they do torture innocent people, and MK Ultra is declassified, so there's no conspiracy. There's no doubt in my mind that, like, it's a possible case scenario. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it isn't. I'm not paranoid about it or anything. But I'm really just putting on record, my thoughts and feelings about the situation. And, it's just such a severe case of abuse, and to just write it all off as, oh, she's crazy, it's just fucking annoying, and it gets nothing done, especially when there's been witnesses. I believe that the guy witnessed it in downtown Plymouth. He said he witnessed the guy on the bike. And the guy on the bike was the same guy that followed me and stalked me at the other club. Um, back when I was homeless, I worked at this club. I was homeless because my father was abusive and he put me on the streets even as a kid, which the older I get, I realize that's illegal to just put your child on the street as a kid under the age of 18, isn't it? Well, I mean, a lot of my stuff my dad did was illegal. You know, he hit me and I don't care. I don't care what he did. He was abusive, but God bless him. He's on his own path. You know, God bless us all. Um, Whatever God you believe in, I just say God bless, you know, whatever one exists. But the hardest part is that saying people are after you, that is what schizophrenic people say. But that's also what people say who have people after them. So, like, how do you tell the difference? Especially when there's little evidence, because these people are doing this to me covertly. That's the most hardest part. I'm really just taking precautions to be safe. I've got this necklace. It's called Invisaware. You press a button on the back. It's like Life Alert. Like I'm gonna have cameras on my house when I move into my new house soon. It's just really annoying, but I just want to let the world know that gang stalking exists. You can watch documentaries on it. You can watch, satanic cults exist, but you probably don't hear that much about satanic cults because because they finish the job, because you're not going to hear about, oh, hi, I survived a ritual. And I've survived rituals before. I've survived many rituals, and I don't want to talk about them because they are very fucked up. But I'm surprisingly strong-willed after all of this. I just want to move forward with my life. Like I said, go to school, get a good career. I want to work with Gaia, or I want to work with Nassim Haramein. He's one of the greatest physicists in the world. I want to work with consciousness. I want to work with sacred geometry. I got some of my posters up on the wall. Nikola Tesla, sacred geometry. That's who I am. That's what I want to work with. Those are my goals in life. Sorry, I'm in my towel. I just got out of the shower and I had some thoughts I wanted to spill. But yeah, like, I mean, yes, crazy people say, oh, people are after me, but crazy people say a lot more. They say a lot of random shit, and I don't know. Um, like, so, like, I get it. Like, I'm not fucking stupid. Like, people are, like, I get it that crazy people say similar things, but, like, people who are followed say similar things too. And you need to, like, not ignore that. Like, because something's going on. I've seen these people in the physical world. They drugged me. They raped me. This is fucked up. I'm done debating, like, whether or not this is all in my head. It's really annoying. Because if someone writes this off as mental health, I'll probably get murdered one day. And because no one's pursuing an investigation on a case they don't think is real. And it is real. So that's probably the scariest part, is that no one will believe what I say. Because my grandma, she always used to deny every piece of abuse that I've ever been through. If I tell my grandma I'm raped, she just says, no, you weren't. She doesn't even ask. I told my grandma my father hit me. She just says, no, he didn't. She used to say that even back when I was a kid. She's just like, no. She literally, every piece of abuse I've ever brought her, she's just like, no. So I'm really not going to base much on her, because she's one of those family members that once she sees abuse, she just turns the other cheek. You know, God bless her. She's on her own path, but that's what she does. And I just need to make sure that, you know, the cops and the detective I want to hire don't do the same thing, because this is a serious thing. And, you know, I'll go on a lie detector test if I have to prove that I'm not crazy, and prove that I've seen people, and that, you know, they physically have touched me and they've done these things to me. And they also do things in the astral, which I don't care to go into much, because humanity's like not ready for half this shit. Like, their rituals, people aren't familiar with rituals. So when I start saying that they've performed rituals on me, you're going to be exposed to information that you are not usually exposed to. You're going to have to expand your perception. You're going to have to think outside the box and think, what if these things really are true? And the reason we don't hear about them, like she said, is because most people don't make it out alive, so it never hits the broad of day. It's like when you hide, it's like Jeffrey Epstein's island. You would have never guessed that there's a huge pedophile island with thousands of girls hidden underground. If you said that to somebody, they'd probably think you're crazy, and you probably would have never guessed that in a million years until it's exposed, and it's like, holy shit. Mafias, they hide underground. Mafias, programs, gangs, groups, human traffickers, shit like this. It's real, it's everywhere, but you won't believe it till it happens, or you won't believe it till you see it. And people will probably call you crazy or say that's a very big claim, and, you know, it usually is, because I was just trying to say that, like, things like Jeffrey Epstein's island, you know, where he had all those girls on the island, like, it's just, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I need water, but, I guess that concludes, Because even people called Teal Swan fake when she started talking about her satanic ritual abuse. And, you know, it took me a while to realize what I was going through was satanic ritual abuse, but they never shut the fuck up about Satan. And, you know, I got a Jesus tattoo. I'm all about Jesus and Buddha, you know, and I like to look at Hindu religions. I like to look at Buddhism. I like to look at Christianity. I like to study all religions. I like to study all sciences. So, and you know, is Satan real? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, there's an angel called Lucifer, and there's a big story about it in history, but I don't know. But they preach Satan, so I call them Satanists, and they tried to say, you know, sell your soul, sacrifice me, sacrifice this person, and I'm just like, no, 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 no. I am not joining you. I am not affiliating with you. Get the hell away from me. You are crazy. I'm a child of God. I'm a child of the universe. I'm a child of love. Yeah, love. I'm a child of love, and that's who I am. And this is just kind of the things that they've said to me, the things that they've done to me. Oh, my other necklace is my pyramid. It's the Pyramid of Giza, yo. I was watching a documentary about the pyramids last night. Ancient technology, very advanced. Our ancient civilizations were very advanced, you know. Now I'm getting off topic, but I'm going to make a video about 2012, and it explains why these ancient civilizations were so advanced. Consciousness actually goes in a cycle, so stay tuned, and I'm doing the science behind consciousness and human evolution. I'm putting together a documentary. I don't have much more to say on the satanic, thing, or the gang stalkers, like, but yeah, I just started talking about my podcast, my YouTube channel. But yeah, because I looked at my pyramid and I'm like, oh, ancient technology, ancient civilizations, I'm making a video about that soon. So half my videos on my channel are going to be about abuse, survival, and, you know, a few documents about me, and the rest, you know, just to keep me safe. I like to make these documents to keep me safe in case I do disappear one day. You can look back on our YouTube channel and say, oh, well, you know, I told you so, you know, but, oh, sorry, he's playing music over there. Got me a Hershey's Kiss. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. But I'm coming out with a new video soon once I get my own house and I can start. Long story short, 2012 was the end of the old consciousness cycle. You can look up a book by Sri Yukastar called The Holy Science. And this author was the yogi, the guru of Paramahansa Yogananda, which has a great book, and called Autobiography of a Yogi. And these books prove what I'm talking about is true, that consciousness, and they prove that with expanded consciousness, we are all multidimensional, and we can touch upon these extra realms, and we can interact with our world via mind over matter, and that human consciousness goes in cycles, because Drunvalo Melchizedek, I actually got the book somewhere over here. Basically, go look at the book by Sri Yukasar called The Holy Science, or The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Part 1, by Drunvalo Melchizedek, and they talk about human consciousness and human evolution, and how every 26,000 years human consciousness goes in a cycle called the precession of the equinoxes. And that's all I'll give away right now, because I don't want this video to trail on, but this is Satanic Ritual Abuse, Document 3. Deuces, stay happy, stay loving, stay weird. Subscribe!